Today we will go over the canvas. We will see the features that canvas has for us to work and edit with it. And if we have any bugs along the way, we will fix the bugs because sometimes stuff happens. And the reason we're talking about canvas is because I've noticed that almost no one uses the canvas. They use the in-chat text, and I get it. It's default, it's simple, it works. But really, canvas? It's the best way to work on a document with the chat. So we will go over canvas in a few minutes. You ready? Timestamps in the description. Let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome for the first time. My name is Idan and I bring you the step-by-step thinking that turns AI into a paintbrush for your ideas. And if we're talking painting and brushing, canvas is the way to go. Let's open ChatGPT and take it step by step. How do we open Canvas? Well, we prompt open in Canvas, but we can also prompt straight ahead our task. So today let's work on a 10-word story, just to see what's going on, to look at it live, and then from there we can think to ourselves, how can we use it for our uses? So write a 10-word story, open in Canvas. We don't really need more than that. And then it will open the canvas. Cool. Our story: storm hit, lights out, silence, the laughter, grandma lit candles. Perfect. Let's see what features we have in Canvas. First of all, we have the command here, not the command. We have a place here to talk with the chat about everything that's going on. And we can always ask the chat to answer in the chat if we don't want something in the canvas. You see the line here, even the story will give it to us in the chat. Bottom right corner, we have a pencil with a small plus, star actually. If we hover over it, we will see a menu opening up. We have here suggest edits, adjust the length, reading level, add final polish, add emojis. We will go over each one. Let's just go over everything first to see what we have. Here we have the share, where you can share the conversation like any conversation with ChatGPT, and if you didn't know that you can do that, welcome. We have the download, PDF, Docs, MD, also supports Python, HTML, Java. A simple query in the chat will tell you exactly what kind of formats it supports. And we have here the arrows, which we can't click yet because these are the version arrows. If I add here, hello, now I can click on them and go back to the earlier version and see the changes. Let's begin with our menu, bottom right. Suggest edits. We just click on it and it will suggest edits. Now, something that sometimes happens is suggest the edits just like it does now in the chat. I don't know why it does that, but there's a very easy prompt line that will direct it back to the canvas. And we say suggest in canvas. And what will happen is that it will comment on our document. Doesn't matter how long the document is. I don't really know what is the cap for the canvas, but it's pretty long. It's pretty long. I think it's at least 300 or 400 lines. And here, it suggests the edits. Consider merging these two into one sentence for a stronger, more dynamic opening. Only if I hit apply, it will apply it. Let's hit apply and see what happens. Slowly the chat, and we see it working live, which I think is absolutely stunning. Storm hit, lights went out. Silence. What did we have before? I don't remember. Let's go back. Or if we go to that version, we can see the changes. See, the changes is the difference between the earlier version to this one. It's like Google Docs, but in ChatGPT. By the way, as far as I know, you can't work on it in teams with a few people on the same canvas. I think they're working on it, but not yet. So this is how you see the changes, and it helps. Let's see the changes here. Cool. Let's continue. That was suggest edits. Now adjust the length. We can make it longer, longest, shorter, shortest, whatever we want. Let's make it a bit shorter. No, that That one. Let's make it a bit shorter. It's a scale. There are dots. When you go to it, you will see it's free floating. And it's shorter. Cool. Now we have the reading level. We can keep it, we have in the middle, keep current level until graduate school or back to kindergarten. Graduate school. Let's go high level language. An intense atmosphere. That's very long. Now we could have gone back and tell him, hey, listen, buddy, make it shorter, but let's keep going. Add final polish. It will just refine the document and add emojis. We can add emojis in between words and add words, and it will do it by itself. Section, lists, or remove emojis. Let's do it as words, because when we do that, it always adds a lot. You see what happened? Boom, everything changed. I don't like it, I'll go back to the next one. Pretty simple. But let's say too many emojis, so I can just mark. And when I mark, I have a new set of options. I can ask the chat, I can bold, italics, or give it a heading, body. So let's mark. And now when I tell the chat something, it will work on the marked area. Too many emojis. As you can see also, by the way, the emojis took the reading level down. Too much oh, very nice. I can only work on one word and just tell it, I don't like that word. I don't need to tell him what to switch. I can just tell him that I don't like it. I can even write something and just tell him yada yada rain. And then I can tell him to refine, but it won't work because I wrote yada yada. What did I think to myself? And for every paragraph, there is a bubble on the right that you can click and then edit it or ask the chat to explain. If it's code, if it's something else, and it will explain in the chat. Anything else we need, we have the downloads. We download PDF, docs. Today there is a problem with the PDF. I don't know why. It lags. There we go. We got it as PDF. It formats it nicely. It's not messy. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Now think what you can do with it. It was quick. 7 minutes. By the time I will finish, it will be 8.5. But think all the things you can do with it. The reading level, the length, the edits. Doesn't matter what you need to work on. Code, text, you want to create it from scratch, or take something that you already have. That is it. Share the video with someone who's working and he needs to work or she needs to work with the canvas. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Every action that you take truly keeps my heart humming. Also hums the YouTube algorithm, but keeps my heart humming much more. I will see you in the next video, in the next AI News Flash. Use the canvas. Bye bye.